4 units. So in this session, what we're going to talk about is the input module and output module for the Q16pro Generation 2 4 units. And again, for those of you who haven't subscribed our channel, subscribe our channel here, and you will get the latest updates about what's going on with RGB Link. Okay, so let's move on to the units. Okay, so right now what you're looking at is the back view of the Q16pro Generation 2 4Us. And you can see right now so it supports 4 input slots and 4 output slots, and additionally the 4 output slots are available to use as input slots. So you can actually install the input modules on the shared slots right here. You can see a sign here. Okay. And we're gonna go through each modules individually, and we have another 2 here. So first of all, we want to look at is the communication board here. So Q16pro Generation 2 4U actually support 2 model of communication board. This one, the one I'm holding on, is standard one. It has 1 LAN port and 1 serial port. So basically, it's for communication with your laptop and with the units here. So that's the standard one with 1 LAN port and 1 serial port. So for the advanced communication board here, you can see it's much more complicated. So first of all, of course, it has the LAN port and a serial port for communication, and it has audio outputs for monitoring the output audios, and the USB port for the for updates, and it has 2 G-lock inputs right here, and most importantly, the HDMI previews ports. So and the H265 previews for IP streams. So you can connect this to your router and to your switch, and your laptop connect also to your switch. So make sure your laptop and the devices connect to the same network. In that way, you will view the IP stream on your Xbox. Real-time input signal preview on your Xbox. So that way, on your laptop, you will always know how to configure your output layers, and how the final output will look like in your Xbox. And for the HDMI preview output here, you can connect to a monitor. So that way you can view up to all the input channels on the monitor, up to 8 channels at the same time for the output. So that's for the advanced communication boards. So make sure which communication board you want to order when you place the order for your projects. Okay, so that's for the communication board. Next, we're going to check out the input modules. So total we have 5 different, currently we have 5 different input modules right here. And the first one we're going to look at is 2K input modules, 2K HDMI input modules here. And the second one is the 4K inputs. So let's go over again. The first input HDMI 1.3 input module supports 4 2K HDMI inputs, and so that's the first one. The second one is the 4K input modules. So it has 2 HDMI 2.0 input port and the 2 DP 1.2 input ports. So that's a 4K input modules. It will support up to one. You can select 1 channel as your inputs for 4K input, 4K6 inputs. And the next one is our SDI input modules. So it's also a 2K board. It has one input and one loop out. So it supports 4 2K inputs at the same time. The last one, another one is our DVI inputs. So also it's a quad DVI input boards. It's also 2K. So last one here is our IP cards. So it has one H.265 input port here. So it's able to decode the IP string from your network. So that's the input. And then for the output modules here, so we have 4 here. So the first one is our 2K HDMI input. So it has 4 HDMI output ports. So you can have 4 2K output at the same time. And the second one, another 2K, so it's quad DVI output modules right here. So again, you can have 4 2K DVI output at the same time. And for the 4K, we have 2 HDMI 2.0 outputs. So it can support 2 HDMI 4K, 2 HDMI 2.0 output at the same time. So 2 4K 60 output at the same time. And the last one is our SDI quad SDI outputs. So that's another 2K board here. So for the output module, I want to mention each module supports 8 2K layers. So and you can arrange all layers freely across the output ports. So I think that's it's good to have 8 layers per modules. So that's it for today's Q16pro 4 unit section. It's pretty straightforward. We just want to give you an idea of the what kinds of input and output modules we have for Q16pro 4 units. Okay, thanks. Okay, that's it. I think that's all for today's webinar. And thanks for staying for us for almost 1 hour. And it's great talking to you on YouTube. And if you want to know what's going on for our next YouTube webinar, subscribe our channels. We'll post up the latest news for the next event, and we will also post up new videos about what's going on with RGB Link. And thanks again. We are live on RGB Link headquarters office at Xiamen. Okay, have a great day, you guys. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow at the same time. Okay, bye. Remember to subscribe. Yeah, right here. Okay, bye.